Now, this is just meant to suggest a certain image or scale. Don't take this particular slide too literally. But this existing fountain is directly across from the river stage. You can see Chadbourn Bridge in the distance there. And this is the existing, part of the existing walkway that's there. It may be that at Neff's, which is on this right side here, we might walk up some stairs, and on a somewhat elevated area there could be patios with some seating, tables that overlook the river. And last weekend was July 4th. This could be a happening place, so to speak, before the July 4th concert. You might walk up here and look at different shops or go to different type restaurants that spill out onto this patio. Or you can just walk up here and keep going, and it'll lead you back down onto the trail. Might also be possible to walk up here, go past this fountain, and connect through a series of alleyways, I'll call it Cooper's Alley, back to downtown. And at Concho Avenue, create more of this identity that we've been talking about. So this is a direction that could happen at, say, Neff's. I know that this is publicly owned. It might mean that we partner with the private developer in certain situations, but it's an opportunity here to create real activity and some economic activity as well. Additionally, in certain areas, we would have a fund that would create artwork in special entrance points or at fountains. In the next slide, you'll see a large fountain or a waterfall here that helps to oxygenate the river and create some great water sound. This is the Chadbourn Street Bridge you're looking at. Here's the existing walkway there, and it may be that you can just keep on walking up to this upper patio that we saw in the previous slide and go look at some outdoor or shops that spill out to this outdoor patio. You might see some artwork in certain areas, those mosaics we were talking about. There would be new landscaping. Again, this waterfall would help to oxygenate the river. There'd be new lighting. And so you have a choice here to keep going and exploring this trail that continues all the way to Bell Street, or to take a break, walk up, do a little exploration here, or even continue on to downtown. Here again is Chadbourn Street Bridge, and we have these bridges that currently are underutilized, I'll say. These bridges, especially Chadbourn Street Bridge, has these different bays that can create really, I think, exciting spaces. This is an opportunity perhaps to project movies at night, eat lunch during the day, or have an outdoor lecture, a meeting area, so to speak. Here again is Chadbourn Bridge. We're hoping to add restrooms underneath there. There's plumbing nearby to renovate these existing fountains that are there so a kid can perhaps launch a sailboat that goes all the way down to the river. Additionally, in areas along the river, we would hope to do what I'll call a xeriscape museum to create these different little zones so that the overarching vision, at least around the downtown area, and really along the entire river, is that you can get on at any point and there's something interesting right along that river. At the downtown area, it becomes much more concentrated. You can walk from the visitor center over to the Y or Kids Kingdom, continue walking down to Neff's, go to a store, walk up to downtown, and walk all the way back to the visitor center by a different path. Here again is just a hint of what the signage or identity might be like at certain entry points along the river. Here's an elevator over here that would help to meet the ADA guidelines. This view is from Irving Street Bridge. This is the existing pathway right here. And as you know, this is up here, the Putt-Putt area. That building is the old Public Housing Authority building. Again, that's private. It would mean that whoever owns that building opens it to the river, which would be good for the city and I think good for the business there. But from Irving Street Bridge, you can drive along now and see a new entryway into, I'll call it a family area back here. Right now, that Putt-Putt golf course, the fence is way up against the hill there, so it really has no interaction with the river. So we're hoping to pull that river back down towards the trail so that there's real interaction between what happens behind here and the river. And you can see this as you drive along near Irving Street. There would also be additional parking that's added right in front of that. Now, this view is just a suggestion. Again, this is private property over here. This is the old Edgewater site back here. It's privately owned, but it might be an opportunity for the owner to partner with the city to create a boardwalk here that, again, whatever happens up above here, whether it's a hotel or residential housing of some sort, that the first floor down along the riverside opens up onto the river, and we have an opportunity to link the south side with a trail or a boardwalk. You can see that existing float 404, I believe it's called, in the distance, and there's Irving Street Bridge. Here again is Irving Street Bridge. Again, you see this language that we're developing. We're trying to, this trail would link up all the way to the museum over here. You can somewhat see an ellipse here that would be a raised area that for cars to slow down. But the trail connects over on the west side here, as well as we're trying to create a safe passageway from north to south for both sides of the river here, and create some lighting pylons that create a special distinct feel at night. We've been working with the UCRA, as Carl said. This might be an area to develop, and we've identified other areas that would be what we call BMPs, or water filters, really. Areas along the river, this is just below the YMCA, would have certain overlooks. You can see new landscaping here, new lighting. There would be new irrigation over here. You can see the visitor center in the distance there. And I think our next slide, we're going to walk over this pedestrian bridge, and you see a look back towards the existing Boy Scouts hut.
Yeah, don't go there.
I know,
Craig.
I know.
I
It's
mean,
a dangerous topic.
You're touching on some sensitive area there.
I met with Don Griffiths earlier, so
I'm sorry.
I'm familiar with that. But on the weekends, there truly is a whole bunch of people down on the river. I think it's an opportunity here to take an existing building, open it up, create a patio. You might be able to order a hamburger or a drink and sit out on a patio and watch the river. You can see that we're also extending that trail on the south side of the river there. This is an image under the 87 headed north bridge. You can see Kids Kingdom in the background there. That's the river drive there. Underneath here, it's cool during the day. It picks up the coolness at night. It's out of shade, and it radiates that coolness during the day. So while your kids are playing at Kids Kingdom, you could walk down a trail. There would be outdoor exercise equipment in this shaded area. We're also in certain areas hoping to uplight bridge with this new LED technology, the lighting technology, which is very low maintenance and it pulls very low energy. It's really the new technology for outdoor lighting, as well as we would light trails and certain special elements along the trail.